Hello, brave Everscape adventurers. Let's see what's hitting the comic shelves right here at Everscape, beginning February 27th, 2019. First up, we've got another edition from the Aliens universe. The Weyland Corporation continues to think that experimenting with xenomorphs is a good idea. I doubt that's going to go very well. If you're a huge fan of the Aliens franchise, you might want to check out the continuing Alien Actions in Aliens Resistance #2. All right, let's see what else we've got. Tyler Durden is back. If you dug the Fight Club movie, you might want to check out Fight Club, the comic book, for that continuing universe. Let's see what else we've got. Detective Comic. DC's got a big sort of countdown going on to the number 1000, the 1000th issue of Detective Comics. That's going to be coming out soon. This is number 999, the one that's hitting the shelves right before that big event. If you haven't checked in with Batman recently, you might want to pick up Detective Comics 999, the last one before we get to that big Detective Comics number 1000. Let's see what else is going on. These two great detectives, Wally West and Bruce Wayne, have been teaming up in this The Price of Loyalty event. This is the big finale where these two detectives have been trying to figure out what is going on. We'll see the conclusion in this week's Flash number 65. Next up, we've got Justice League Odyssey. Members of the Justice League Odyssey team have been exploring the Ghost Sector. In the Ghost Sector, several of these Justice League members are worshipped as gods, and that's kind of been fun to check out. That's Justice League Odyssey number 6. Next up, Martian Manhunter is one of the strongest characters in the DC universe. He's getting his own comic. It kind of focuses in on his detective skills, and he's trying to find a serial killer, and that's been kind of neat. That's Martian Manhunter number 3 of 12. What happens when the rest of the world goes as crazy as Harley Quinn? That's been the topic of Old Lady Harley. This is 5 of 5, the conclusion of this series. So if you want to see what happens when the world goes as crazy as Harley Quinn, you might want to check out Old Lady Harley. DC's been trying to break out these new heroes in their new age of heroes. The good news is you can get these for $1 cheaper because they're trying to grow a fan base. Sideways is one of these characters. He can kind of teleport like Nightcrawler, kind of DC Spider-Man, really. That's going to be Sideways number 13, a part of the New Age of Heroes label. Also, under this New Age of Heroes movement that DC's got going on, we've got the Silencer number 14. This is more of assassins and the League of Shadows type stuff. So if you like that more ground level hero like Hawkeye and Black Widow, you might want to check out the Silencer number 14 from DC. Keeping the New Age of Heroes label going, the Terrifics number 13. The Terrifics are the DC Universe's version of the Fantastic Four. And so if you dig the Fantastic Four, you might want to check out DC's version of that with the Terrifics number 13. Hack and Slash from Dynamite Comics. Hack and Slash is sort of horror comedy. They'll be fighting the undead. So if you like campy horror, sort of goofy horror, Hack and Slash versus Chaos may be a comic you want to check out. And that's only at number 3. So that storyline has just kind of started. Dungeons & Dragons 5e is blowing up, and now Dungeons & Dragons is getting its own comic series. If you dig Dungeons & Dragons and you want some ideas for a homebrew campaign, or if you like Dungeons & Dragons and you want to check out some storylines, this is in line with Dungeons & Dragons 5e, and so it's A Darkened Wish is the story. Don't know if they'll turn that into a campaign book. If they don't, you could use the story to turn it into a homebrew campaign. That's Dungeons and Dragons: A Darkened Wish. Q is bored, so he's going to try to mess with past, present, and future members of the Federation of Planets. And he's going captain versus captain versus captain, throwing all these captains from different timelines sort of into a conflict against each other. That Star Trek, the Q conflict, that's 2 of 6 if you're a big Star Trek fan. Also, if you like Star Trek, I've been checking out Star Trek versus Transformers. So far, it's been pretty wild. The Autobots and Decepticons are teaming up with Kirk and the Klingons. And so there's sort of a big space galactic battle between the Gen 1 Transformers and the crew of the Enterprise. Pretty neat stuff. That's Star Trek versus Transformers, 5 of 5, the big conclusion of this story arc. Let's see what else is going on. I'm going to back it up here just a little bit for the Age of X-Men. This new perfect world that the X-Men find themselves in, where mutants and humans are living side by side, there's something off about it. There's something a little dark. And we'll take a look at that at the Age of X-Men Extremis, 1 of 5. Avengers: No Road Home, 3 of 10. The Avengers find themselves in a rough situation. This issue is going to kind of focus on Rocket Raccoon a little bit as the Avengers find themselves in a tight spot. That's going to be in Avengers: No Road Home, number 3. If you like fantasy adventure, Marvel has 2 Conan the Barbarian series out. This is the second one, The Savage Sword of Conan. So if you like big, muscly heroes with swords hacking through bad guys, Savage Sword of Conan is going to be the issue for you. Let's see some new entries here at Everscape. These tactical maps are very popular. I think you get 25 D&D maps that you can use in your campaigns for around $25. There's some new Magic the Gathering guild kits in. 5 Minute Dungeon is a fast-paced, short cooperative game with a fantasy setting, and got some Funko Pops from Captain Marvel in. So those are the new items right here at Everscape. Hey, thanks for stopping by. Be sure to check us out on Facebook. Look forward to seeing you soon. Until next time, bye-bye.